Hi guys, and welcome back to an official video of my YouTube channel, created especially for families and people of the neurodivergent population, and everybody is welcome. Just like I said, the channel is built for just kindness and spreading positivity for all. So that's the main purpose of this channel. So why am I making this video today? Well, it's a special day for me today. Today I take graduation pictures for my accomplishment of my degree. I did a 4-year degree for leadership. So I have a PhD in psychology, which a lot of people don't know because I kept it pretty quiet for a long time. But I did a 4-year program with a 2-year internship. And of course, you do I did a master's and a postmaster's in educational leadership, making sure that all students in the school systems are getting appropriate educational opportunities and their journey is a good experience for all, because not one shoe fits every student. So it is important for me as a mom who has children on the spectrum, and other moms and dads, grandparents, people taking care of our neurodivergent, understand the process. And that's why this channel to me is super close to my heart and so close to home. One of the things I wanted to express in my channel, and I know you guys, this is not a makeup tutorial channel. I don't know how to wear makeup. Everybody knows this. I'm a very plain Jane kind of person. I want everybody out there to know that treating people with respect, it's one of the kindest things you could do. Even if we're a little bit different, we're just different. It doesn't make us any less than somebody else. It's important for people to understand that using Rare Beauty, by the way, if you guys want to know what I'm wearing today, I am using Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty products. I really like her foundation. It's very natural to my face, and it does cover a lot of my freckles. I'm a very freckly person. When I got older, I got really freckly for some reason. Everywhere. It's interesting. So I wanted, speaking of Selena Gomez, I want to throw in a fun fact about her. She also advocates for mental health awareness, which is something I'm really proud of her to do, and having such a huge platform. She advocates for mental health, especially people going through it, and I applaud her for that, donating $100 million to that foundation. I believe it's called the Rare Impact Fund, for people who are struggling to get resources. So today is a day of celebration. It is the beginning of a pathway for me to have a platform to be able to speak out. Like I said, this is a platform based on an educational platform, and a place where people can feel safe to talk about topics that maybe, you guys want to learn about, or maybe a parent has a question. I am more than happy to oblige. Like I said, I will also be inserting videos where I talk about what I did in my dissertation in order to get to this process. The dissertation was a very long process, and if you asked me would I do it again, I would want to say no. My heart says I couldn't. If I did another dissertation, would I do it again? The answer would probably be no. But then when I finished I'm using Shiglam for my cheeks. It's gonna be pretty heavy. Trust the process. It'll look better, I promise. So when I did the dissertation, from the beginning, I felt I was invincible, and I felt that I could do anything, right? I just felt that I could do what any person would think that's smart and has a high IQ, and I thought I had it and whatnot. But dissertations are very, very difficult. I'm looking for my Rare Beauty concealer. I couldn't find it, so I'm going to use e.l.f. So I do a little dot here and a little dot here because I really don't do makeup. Like I said, I'm terrible at it. I'm sorry. Um, so what happened when I started doing I'm using a mirror, okay? So I can see what I'm doing. So when I started doing the process of getting the dissertation started, you start out with an idea, like what you want to do and how you want to proceed with your field of expertise. I always focus on the neurodivergent population because, well, as you know, I am a mom of children with special challenges. So when they asked me what I wanted to do and what field, I said I want to take on a leadership role. And that's when I was introduced to educational leadership. In psychology, that is, exploring alternatives to children with special needs that are in the school systems, right? And require modifications and interventions. And when I stepped into the study, there was some concern on my end. Doing IEPs for so long and being in IEPs for so long, I'm not talking about 17 years, I'm not talking about I just started. Um, I noticed that a lot of parents don't get involved very often as they should. And that's when I started picking up friction about the topic. And so that's why I decided to do a psychology major, right, or a doctorate in psychology and special education opportunities and leadership. So when I did my postmasters, I specialized in educational leadership, so that was important. And then adding the element of psychology and advocacy for all. So for me, it's about equality. For me, it's about, yes, we have students that are different, but we also need to make sure that they're being taken care of like any other student. Now, I'm not discriminating the neurotypical population. They are, you know, I'm going to use quote unquote neurotypical. They do not require modifications, and some of us do. I consider I'm neurotypical. My IQ is pretty high, but I do feel that sometimes when, for example, if you're suffering through something like me, that I've been dealing with PTSD for such a long time, does it mean that I would need a modification in class? I didn't need it, so I would not be considered neurotypical. I would just be considered maybe some kind when I'm going through a breakdown or I'm having, days that I'm off or something like that. Then yeah, definitely need a couple of days off, or that would be called a modification. But neurodivergent students struggle every day. It's not a struggle like of just today, so they're worthy of having the best care that can possibly happen. I'm gonna go ahead and set this because then it's gonna crease, because I believe they crease. I don't know much about makeup, you guys. I'm sorry. So today's video, like I said, it's gonna be a lot of educational things for parents who have children that are on the spectrum that need some extra, advocacy, or if, like I said, I've been involved in the school system for a very long time, 17 years to be exact. I was employed through a district. After the PhD, I decided to no longer continue with the district. I want to create a different type of advocacy group where me and a bunch of other doctors will be coming together to join a movement that will inspire other districts to follow the movement and give hope to other students who are neurodivergent that need care, not just kind of put them in the position where they're okay, you're good to go when you're 19 or 20, and then you're out there in society when society can be a little different to children with special needs. So with that being said, you guys, like I said, this is an educational platform. Again, it's to spread awareness. Yes, it's to spread, most of all, empathy and understanding to the neurotypical population. Mental health awareness, also a huge part of my channel. And I want you guys to know that my objective to all this journey and why I decided to do a channel is because I want to make sure that everybody gets equality and to be safe always, and to have, change your heart towards people, because the last thing we want to do is separate and segregate like we're used to do. So what we used to do is just put children who didn't quite meet the standard for standard education and just put them in a place where they were with like people of their own kind, is what I was told. That really infuriated me. I thought it was awful to hear that, especially from a district, and I was not happy with the outcome. So I said I'm going to make myself special and different, and I'm going to create a space, and I'm going to create an advocacy group with a bunch of other doctors that are in the same field as I am, and create a place where people can talk and go to Congress and have something more to say than just, my child is different, give me a communication device. No, my child is different. I need a communication device. I need to be trained on the communication device is my that's my goal. So thank you guys so much for being here. Like I said, I'm just getting ready. I will post pictures when they're up of my graduation with my cap and gown. When the diploma gets here, it takes about 4 weeks for my diploma to get here, so it's still not quite here yet. And again, the state standards for the state of California. So I want to thank you guys so much for being here and being a part of my channel and part of my journey. I want to take you guys through the journey of this. Like, again, today's a day of celebration, a day of hope, and this starts the beginning of a new chapter in my life and my children's lives. And every student, every adult who is neurodivergent or is different, who has a mental health issue, this is the place where we're going to learn from each other, have a safe place for each other, and just love each other as a whole, not separated. So thank you very much for the opportunity to let me be here and let me be a part of your lives. Again, if you like this video, do you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, I'll continue to be putting on my face and just again, be kind and be empathetic to all, and praise God that we are here another day, and that's the most important thing of all. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. It is Sunday afternoon, and just remember it again, praise God that we're here to fight another day and keep moving forward. Again, be kindness, and kindness is shared through everything we do. It's not a word, it's not just a word, it's an actual action. So I hope to guys see you soon. So have a wonderful Sunday.